Hello, my little mathematicians. Today I'm going to help you get started on your KR-822 homework of changing back and forth between fractions, decimals, and percents. So I'm going to do the first two with you. Okay, so if you're given a decimal, you can change it to a fraction because that whole number just stays a whole number. And then the decimal, whatever's after the decimal, is your numerator. And then whatever place value that's in, that's your denominator. So that 5 is in the tenths place, so it's 5/10. And then the only thing you need to do after that is think to yourself, okay, can I reduce that? And yes, you can reduce 5/10 by 5, and you get 3.5. And then a lot of you are like, oh yeah, duh, I knew 3.5 was 3.5. Okay, the next thing is to change that to a percent. Okay, so if you have 3.5, the easiest way to do it is to do dip. Okay, from a decimal to a percent, you're going to move 1, 2 to the right. So move it 1, 2 to the right. You need a zero placement holder, and you have 350%. If you're like, that seems odd, remember that percents, 100% is 1, and then anything under 1, like let's say 80% would be 0.8, 75% would be 0.75. So percents are usually under 1, and anything over 1 is over 100%. So 3.5, it does make sense that it's over 100%. Okay, the next one. The easiest thing to go from a percent to a fraction is that percent means out of 100. So you have 84 out of 100. And then just ask yourself, can I reduce that? Well, yeah, they're both even, so let's reduce it by 2. And half of 84 is 42, and half of 100 is 50. And then can I reduce it again? Yep, they're both even, so let's reduce again. And half of 42 is 21, and half of 50 is 25. Nothing can go into both 21 and 25, so you're done, fully reduced. Okay, for the next one, I want to change it to a decimal. Well, 84% means out of 100, right? And 84 hundredths is 0.84. That's one way to do it. Or you could have remembered dip, and since you were dealing with 84%, you want to go from a percent to a decimal, so you want to move it 2 places to the left. As of right now, the decimal, where do you think it is? Is it here or at the end? Hopefully you said at the end, because 84 is the same thing as 84.0, right? So if I were to move the decimal 2 places to the left from where it is now, that would become 0.84. Okay, so 84% is the same thing as 0.84, which makes sense in our conversation earlier. Anything under 100% is a decimal. 80% is 0.8. 75% is 0.75. So 84% being 0.84 makes sense, doesn't it? All right, so go ahead and use any of those little tricks we just did in order to convert back and forth between decimals and percents and fractions. You got this, my little mathematicians. You're going to do great.